Good morning, everyone. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome such a distinguished gathering to today's seminar dedicated to public engagement for better policy and the role we all share in supporting public engagement and delivering on effective policy. The development, formation and delivery of public policy is how government translates its ambitions into actions, and one core function of the civil service is to give advice on how best to deliver these actions. What the most senior leadership of the civil service has done is to develop a handbook on how best this can be done consistently across government. The handbook emphasises that there are three fundamental elements to good policy advice. One of these relates to delivery, or what the handbook calls feasibility, namely, is it doable? There are two others. One is concerned with evidence so that every proposal is underpinned and supported by the best available data and research. The other is devoted to what the OECD have recently called getting the public on side, or what the handbook terms legitimacy. Public acceptability is, of course, a crucial part of any successful government policy. People have to be convinced that changes being introduced by government make sense and bring benefit. For example, they need to believe that it is right to embrace a more sustainable lifestyle or live in a more healthy way. And to enable this, governments need to maintain continued engagement with the public and relevant stakeholder groupings within society. Public communication and engagement must be built into policy development from the start and be sustained throughout. This is not necessarily easy, as very often there are necessary trade-offs when we want to achieve a particular policy outcome that can cause public frustration or indeed anger in the short term. If this new handbook assists that process or makes it more effective, it will be a very worthy endeavour. I am sure you will examine all of these dynamics in more detail at your seminar, and I congratulate the organisers for gathering such an impressive collection of speakers to do this. And this includes Sally Washington from New Zealand, a very distinguished public servant and researcher who has already greatly assisted with the handbook. She has valiantly volunteered to give the keynote address when it is already evening in New Zealand, so thank you, Sally. I wish you all the very best in your discussions as we work to strengthen our public engagement capabilities and ultimately deliver on better policies for our citizens. Go mille maith agaibh go léir.